So after the last Pentagon Challenge video, it really depressed me. I got absolutely slayed. I got fucking crucified, and I considered quitting. No, I'm only fucking with you. It's only one video. Who gives a shit? I was like, shit. But anyway, let's go. Pentagon Challenge, and I'm back, and I've got a new club. I just left the biography up on the screen, just in case you wanted to read it. But anyway, I joined Cologne for a short period, as you can see here. It says I was in a brief spell with Cologne from July 2014 to July 2014. I was literally in charge of them for a day, and I resigned from the Cologne job to join Vasco. And the reason with that is because, doing the Pentagon Challenge, it's about variety, and it's about a difference in different countries, and it gives you different opportunities to manage in other countries that you wouldn't have normally. And that was the case with Busan, obviously, and now is the case with Vasco. And when I joined Cologne and I saw the Vasco job open, I thought I might as well take the Vasco job instead, because 80+% of what I do on Football Manager is all in Europe anyway, and it's all same on. If you in Germany, Italy, Spain, England, the rules are pretty much the same, and top 4 get Champions League, and depending on your country and how good they do in the Champions League, they get more places or less places. So it's pretty much same old in that sense. So I thought it'd be a bit more interesting rather than going straight to a European club and trying to see the rise of that, and then going to into another country, I guess, in which I haven't managed. So Vasco is the team I took over. I took over when they were in 12th place, and I didn't realise the magnitude of the club I joined until I had a look around since when I joined them. And when I joined, I went straight to the information and had a look at the media prediction. It was 3rd. And when I joined the club, actually, the position they were in the table was 12th. They were 12th in the table, and they weren't doing so well indeed. In fact, I was actually trying to get the Palmeiras job actually for a couple of months before I joined Cologne. I was tracking them. They weren't in a very secure position with jobs, if I'm honest. They weren't in a secure position with jobs, but they kept laughing off my interest, and in the end they decided to join Vasco because I just kept them pissed off. And actually at the time when I joined Vasco, the Palmeiras job was open as well. They had fired their manager, and I could have gone to them, but I decided to go to Vasco instead, and it turned out I made the better choice. So I actually had the chance to manage Chelsea and Marseille as well. Their jobs were open, but I applied for them, but I ended up getting the Vasco job before I got a reply from either of those clubs. So I could have finished off. Europe quite quickly if I did manage to get the Chelsea job, I guess. But I joined Vasco, and when I joined Vasco, I looked straight. Obviously, instead of the league, I looked straight at the fixtures. Now I'll go through the league actually now. 31 games played, 16 won, 5 drawn, 10 lost, 53 points obtained. 10 lost, that's the highest in the top 8, which isn't so good, but we're winning more games than the teams below us, so that's a good plus, I guess. Let's just hope that my audio is recording, because I didn't check, and that'll be a fucking downer. So yeah, but if you're hearing this, obviously it would be working. But yeah, looking at that, we were 12th at the time. Palmeiras were actually below us when I joined Vasco. They were on 15th, and their media predictions 4th actually. So I'm kind of glad I didn't join Palmeiras and I joined Vasco instead. It was a little bit of an escape, but a bit of luck. But snobby little fucks didn't want to take me on, and Vasco was pretty much a saviour, I guess, in that sense. Player stats then, Diego Souza's up there, and he's a player that I like on FIFA, and having him was a good plus, because he's been a fantastic player. His main position is the centre attacking mid, but I do play him as a striker, and that's where he seems to relish and score a lot of goals for us. So I'm really happy with him. Neymar, as you'd expect, is a top up there, and Ganzo, top assist maker. Christian, a player that we've got on loan from Santos, is actually a right back. I play him right back regularly, and he's our top assist maker. Actually, he broke the record recently for the most assists in a season for a Vasco player at right back, which is quite astounding. I'm trying to work a deal to sign him on a permanent transfer. I have an option of buying it for a 1.8 million, which should be doable. But yeah, I've bought in 3 players which I can't play because of league restraints because obviously I don't know all the rules, and I've just figured them out now because I can't play them. So basically, you can't play anyone who's if you sign someone, they can't play for you if they've played 7 or more games in that competition. And unfortunately, Fernando, a player who I bought on loan with an option to buy, a very, very good player for the club, best centre midfielder, but I can't play him. So he was a waste of money. I actually paid about 2 million, I think, to get him on loan, but I'm looking to buy him. Andre as well. I think I put in an offer for him. Oh no, I haven't. Maybe I haven't. But I'm looking to put an offer for him and try and secure his loan. This guy, Thiago Maia, I wanted to just bring him on loan just for backup, really, and he's been doing all right for his former club. I can't remember who he played for. Cruzeiro, I think it is. Yeah, Cruzeiro or whatever. Who else is there? Wait, just got position. I also bought in Felipe, who can't play, a very, very good centre back, better than all the ones I have. I haven't really got many good centre backs, but I like this guy nonetheless. So yeah, I decided to bring him in. I'm also trying to bring in another centre back at the moment, but he actually went to Sao Paulo. That was Manuel. A lot of you might know him from FIFA as well, but I'm trying to bring in another centre back. That's my main priority at the moment for their new season. But I guess I got to concentrate on the fixtures. Going on to the fixtures then, we will start back up where I joined now. Okay, first I'll show you this. They started off the season very, very well, Vasco, and they kept it strong, kept going strong, lost in the Rio State Open semi-finals, and then they kept going. The Copa Libertadores is the competition that we are looking to win. They actually got into the final of the Copa Libertadores against Atletico Paranaense, a team who are let's show you now. They are 11th in the league. I thought they were lower, but 11th in the league, and we lost to them in the final of the Copa Libertadores. I was not in charge at this point, though, I should mention. This is the horrible little run that the manager, well, the previous manager went through before he got sacked. I joined here. My first game was against Cruzeiro. Managed to get a 1-0 win there against them at home. Diego Souza, who has been an absolute talisman for the club so far this season. Second game then, Felipe Anderson, a very good young centre attacking mid, came up with the goods. I'm loving him at the moment, to be honest with you, and he's a very, very good player, and I hope to hang on to him as well. Very valuable in terms of money as well. I could get a lot from him if people decide to come in for him. Our left back, Dodo, who's a very, very good player, 22 years old, and a very, very good player for the club. Great set piece taker. I love having him on set pieces. Scores, I think he scored a free kick actually. And Diego Souza scored once again. That was again Cortibia? No, Cortibia. My bad. Palmeiras then was next, and I had a chance to show them how good I was, but managed to only scrape a 2-2 draw there against Palmeiras. Diego Souza scoring for us once again. Played the bottom of the league. Now Tico beat them 2-0. Andre, who's struggling with a few injuries problems at the moment, and he scored along with Ismael Blanco, our Argentinian striker, as well. He's been doing okay since Andre's been injured, Blanco, but I still prefer Andre, to be honest. He's got a bit more mobility, and I like him a little bit more in front of goal. Played Internacional, one of the bigger teams in the league, then managed to get a draw again. An own goal from, I think it was their goalkeeper, João Victor. Oh no, it wasn't. Who was it? It was their defensive midfielder. But Andres De Alessandro scored for them in the 50th minute. Very experienced player. I think he used to play in Italy, didn't he? Oh no, he didn't. Who am I thinking of then? But anyway, he's a good player. He is, as you can see. Good little stats there. Next came Fluminense. These are a big rival for Vasco actually, and the right back Christian scored for us to give us the win. Quite happy with that. I like Fluminense's kit actually. It's quite nice. Corinthians came next, and we suffered a 3-2 loss at home. They just destroyed us. We could not cope with Corinthians. Diego Souza scores, and our centre back Douglas scored from a corner. I don't think it was a corner glitch actually, but it was a corner nonetheless. Portuguesa was a team we came up against next, and we beat them 2-1 away from home. An own goal came in our favour. Was that the goalkeeper? No, it wasn't. I don't know. I swear there was no goal from a goalkeeper. Even with a man sent off, we didn't dominate the game, but we managed to hold out for the win. Diego Souza winning us the game in the 77th minute. What a legend he's been. We lost to Sao Paulo, top of the league, away. What we couldn't really do much. I guess they outclassed us in every way in the game. Relegation strugglers Sao Caetano, how do you say that? Sao Caetano. We beat them 2-1. Carlos Eduardo, I got him in a free transfer actually. The former, it's a 5-star skiller on FIFA. I know that, so a lot of you Ultimate Team guys may know about that. Plays for Ruben Kazan. I managed to get him on a free transfer. Done well so far for a free transfer. 28 has a good value, so he's a good free transfer. The Vitória, bottom of the league, 3-1 win. Very comfortable. Dominated the game. Diego Sousa scores again. Bernardo, our winger, and Andre scores again. I need to snap up a deal for Andre because I like the way he's been playing. Not been the best, but I like him. 19th place, Ipantiga. They dominated the game, but they could not get a win here, and we played absolutely shocking. Managed to get a win against Grêmio. Diego Sousa scores again. Douglas scores again. And they're near the top of the table. If we go back to the first division, actually no, they're not. Where the hell are they? Oh, they're 10th. I swear they were top of the table. But we're in good stead. 5th in the table. We'll get into qualification for the Copa Libertadores. But it's not really what we want. We want to finish in that top 4 and get automatic qualification. We don't want to have to qualify ourselves. And we're not too far off, 2 points off set 3rd and 4th. So it's very doable, and even top as well. We could even win the league if we can carry on getting good results. And Sao Paulo and Santos get a little tired and slip up a little bit. But what can you do? We haven't got backed as much as Sao Paulo in terms of funds, and even Santos for that matter, because they have got people like Ganzo and Neymar who they could sell like that, and they'd have automatic funds. I still can't believe Santos and haven't sold Ganzo and Neymar, but players obviously I'm not looking to bring in because it's just going to be unrealistic, but great players nonetheless. Didn't do so well for me actually at Arsenal, but he probably settled better in Brazil, and obviously been there his whole life, so wouldn't he be settled in Brazil? But look at that, undoubtedly the best player in the league, and 40k a week as well. Unbelievable for, I couldn't afford that, I tell you. I think the most I could afford is about 20,000 a week, and that's in the deep end. But as you can see here, a centre back is my top priority at the moment. Excuse me, but it doesn't look realistic at the moment because we need to get into the transfer season. That's where all the good deals, I hope, will unveil themselves. But for the moment, I think it's unrealistic for us to win the league at the moment. We've got Athletic Paranaense. We can't beat them actually. I don't think we've beaten them this season. I lost to them in the Copa Libertadores final. We lost to them in the league, so hopefully we'll be able to snap a win there. Botafogo and Flamengo, those two in the top 4, along with Santos as well. So it's not really a good run-in to have at the last 7 games of the season. But I'm going to plough through it, and I'll bring you an update after the transfer window, I guess, and after the first couple of games of the next season. Hopefully we would have qualified for the Copa Libertadores, and if not, then I'll bring you a update in mid-season next season. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying playing or managing Vasco, and I hope you enjoy watching it as well. Hopefully it's entertaining to watch. Hopefully start bringing you the live comms when we get to the Copa Libertadores. I'll live com every game if I get into it, because it will be quite interesting to play for me, because I haven't managed in Brazil or managed in this competition before. So it's a new venture for me, and I'm really enjoying it actually. So and it's a little bit different in terms of transfers and budgets and all that. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button if you want to see the more live comms and everything like that. So have a nice day, guys. Take care.